car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, all in the wrist, I never switch, ice in the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for that, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch, I never switch. Ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist, ice on the wrist,
I was legit. Ever since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got choked, long. I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my 50. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crush.
Well, the rain is not going away, Coach. In fact, it's beginning to actually pick up a bit more. But either way, we've got football from Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the London Black Knights and the Carolina Panthers. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Throw left side complete. That's Schwartz. Takes us up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
From the gun, it's Jackson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Jackson now. He is going to find Hill here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Call that a gain of 11. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Now they try the right side here. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he fires one incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On 3rd down, Jackson. They complete it to Hill. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
The false start penalty, and now they're back to needing 10 yards on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is 3rd down.
Check 4. Joker.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's second down. Well, trying to be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Wood. Shoot. King. We got double up. Hurry.
Mayfield now. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
First and 10, 47-yard line. I got. Peek it. Check nine. That's run. Pistol. Buzz. Hurry. Watch out.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. A tackle for loss there, 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
Set, 180. You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? Point it right. Hey, orbit.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, dude.
I got it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield, pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jadeveon Clowney. It's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign.
Back up. I'm coming. Point it right.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays.
Go.
So nice number one. Watch the screen.
Up.
Stick down. Check.
From the gun, Mayfield. And the pressure gets to him again.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the... Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. Well, we thought these 2 defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
Leverage.
big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Back to Mixon on first down. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 51.
Pistol.
What we got? Alert flare.
Hey, alert 33.
Watch the ship. Hey.
What?
First down, Mayfield. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. Then he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
A big play there for the Panthers. 42 yards. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like
blitz coming, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
You can't block me.
Nixon will try the right side. Finding room to the 20, and down to the 16-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16.
Watch safety creep.
Now a give, right side. Swift, and he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Check. Watch the twist. Check 37.
Run.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third down, and they're going to try the jet sweep. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
As a former defender, I would be angry as well. Could not get off the field. Well-executed offensive drive. No matter what the defense tried, they couldn't stop them.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's go.
First down and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left, and that's caught inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check 99.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Here we go. Check. Check out now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Check, check. 3
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
65. Mike 51. Mike 51. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. I'm going to come back to you.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. They haven't fully climbed the mountain, but they've started the ascent here with that score.
I like that, right? I think they've left base camp now, okay? So they've started to move their way up the mountain. Long way to go, but at least they know it's manageable.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Set.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Pistol. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. King. Hey, exit. My God.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mayfield. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Team 6. Hey, check 24. Hey, alert. Kill. Real. Check Nick.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. That was good. It got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here, and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Well, now they'll try the end around. I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Pistol. Hey, high 7. Watch the slant. Regular. Watch the safety creep. Alert. Alert 3. Kill.
Now on 2nd and 16. Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Check 43. Run. Come.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jadeveon Clowney in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Now Jackson back into his end zone. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. And going deep for Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it. Downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Let's go, D.
Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Here's the Panthers punter now, as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way when my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, taste of the rings. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Grape colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. It's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through.
Well, the rain is not going away, Coach. In fact, it's beginning to actually pick up a bit more. But either way, we've got football from Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the London Black Knights and the Carolina Panthers. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. Watch the
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, alert 33. Let's go.
Throwing, Mayfield. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
You often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. How it's long distance now, let's go to that play.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
51, Mike. Mike 51.
Hurry, hurry.
Mike 51.
Bravo.
51.
Here's Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go, let's go. Alert, 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 alert.
Here we go.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. Jim.
My touch.
Mayfield to throw it.
He's coming. Double up.
Forced out to his, and time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Schwartz. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Mike 51.
On 2nd down and 4. Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A gain of 5. Good enough for the first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Throw left side complete. It's Schwartz.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side.
First down.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And it's a clinic that we're seeing put on here so far. 6 for 6 first drive of the game for him passing.
You know I'm a defensive guy, and while I'm admiring the heck out of what they're doing, throwing the ball around, all I keep thinking is this is where the quarterback has to go down. You've got to ruffle his timing, change things up, get some more pressure on him, because right now he's way too comfortable in throwing the ball downfield.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 16th touchdown of the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This is taken at the 3.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
That one goes for 24 yards. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And Howland Sink was the quarterback in his center on that play. They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play. It was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Kings! Twins! Bang, 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 bang.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Run. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Boy. So nice number one. Watch your slant. Jump. Pistol. Check safety. Check three.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. Might want to remember that 3rd down play, 37 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
SOS. Slam.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Come on, QB, come on. Check. King.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
No gain on the play.
And it is good. Oh, that one looked to be in trouble the whole way, but it does get over the bar. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So not the strongest of kicks we've seen him make, but he gets a favorable bounce, and it's 3 points all the same.
Yeah, that was one of those where he needed the 6-iron, but he pulled out the 9-iron. That one was run out of gas quickly, but he does manage to pop it over the bar.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
First down and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. 3 down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Switch. Pistol.
Hey, orbit.
Now Joe Mixon, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Point it right. Run.
Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Tight dog. Check.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson going right side here, and that's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
First down. You don't want this. Patch it. No.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. A gain of 15. First down,
Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Watch the whip.
Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Here's Jackson to throw on 3rd down. Going for it all. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 21 yards away. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Safe. Up. Why? Get one. Back.
To throw, Mayfield. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A first down there on a pickup of 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Mixon with it. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Real. Hey, Echo.
51 the mic, boys. 51. Let's go.
Hey, alert. Watch out.
Throwing on 2nd down. Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Good. 180.
Come off the ball.
Alert.
Check 25.
Go.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. I'm coming. He's cracked.
Real.
He's checking crack. Hey, watch hands.
Pistol.
Check 99. Check 99.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Tie that left. Hey, you got 3 down.
Hey, alert. Hey, Charlie.
Mike 51.
Watch out.
This is Mixon. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
All day, baby, all day, all day. Okay.
From the 27th, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. It's Hill, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
He's out of bounds at the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Kill. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check it back.
To throw is Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
51 for Mike, boy, 51. Hey, let's get in them holes. Hey, check 24. What? Go.
Jackson. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. He finds an opening. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our clay sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
A gain of 3, second down.
Out of bounds at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check pass. Slam. Kings. It's just me and you.
They'll run here with Mixon. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick. But now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be taken short. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 38, Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schwartz. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 37.
First down.
Jackson on first down. That one complete to Hill. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Under 10, under 10, 10 shot.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. And oh, look at that. A diving catch. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Here we go. Kill, kill, kill.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end. And it's caught. Touchdown. In for the score. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
51, Mike 51. Smooth. Switch. Hey, alert 3.
Now Mayfield. Rush coming, and he's taken down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Kill. Turn. Regular. King. Hey, Zoo.
Mayfield looks to throw. He's going to air one out. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jackson throwing again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
At the 22-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Double tight. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. 51, Mike. Mike 51. 3 buzz. Big Dan.
Alert!
Switch it.
Kings! My touch!
Mayfield down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Let's take it inside his own 40. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a loose football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
Check 13. First down, Black Knights.
51's a Mike, boy, 51. Watch the run. They're running it. Check 31, check 31. Rush in.
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Buddy up. Mike 51. Mike, come on, let's go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Switch gears, switch gears.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Check 50. Let's go. Come on. 51, Mike. Mike 51. Oh, you got deep?
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Josh Allen in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. On 4th down, Jackson, and he gets into the end zone for the touchdown from 6 yards away. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Another incompletion. It's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Watch the curl. Slam, slam, slam. Check 4. Joker, 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 joker. Check safety, check safety.
A second down throw for Mayfield. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, high 7.
From the gun, Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one.
Hey, Delta.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Hey,
Ringer, guys. Fight. I'm coming for you, son.
And again, it's Mayfield. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. From the 22, Jackson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down, London.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Tackled right at midfield. 1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
He's coming. Double up.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. They complete it to Hill. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Jackson. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal.
I'm coming after you. Check nine, check nine.
Get him on. West.
Jackson from the shotgun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A 26-yard attempt.
And the kick by Butker is good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be...
Hey, alert, 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 alert.
SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. Slam.
Bravo.
Throwing, Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Carolina. 42 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
23 yards on the play. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Extra point attempt to come here. And he puts this one through. It makes our score 31-10. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Partner, if you and I were playing quarterback in this one, we would be really confident right now throwing it to him, wouldn't we?
Yeah, he's been spectacular. He's just saying, hey, I was All-State. I'll make it rain out here.
Showing it. Mike 51, Mike 51. You run. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. Come on, D.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He shakes him off. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease. Robbed home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for our visitors, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's a slip-up that could cost them as they drop now to 12-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.